Hey, so my brother wanted to play this game on the computer the other day, but it was blocked for various reasons. I think that the internet is much too controlled and should be more free, which allows people to choose what they want to do. A libertarian would agree, the government takes over too much these days.
No, the internet should be more controlled. Just like an authoritarian would say, too many things go on the internet that would cause harmful things to happen, such as cyberbullying, online drugs, and violent games. We should look at the deontological side and block any site that is related, so there is definitely no chance of any of this happening. Before violent games were invented, law-breaking behavior was usually done by people aged over 18. On the news lately, a kid had gotten hold of a gun and shot 9 people dead before killing himself. According to the NBC Nightly News, 16-year-old Jeff Wency shot dead 9 people near his school, Red Lake, Minnesota, before killing himself. He is also said to have left clues to his troubles on a website and blog posts on Adolf Hitler, suicide attempts, and school shootings, as well as violent animation posted on the internet. The government should take control of the internet more so that these violent pictures don't spread out. It wouldn't be long before more people started committing suicide.
Yes, although this is true, many of these events might have happened because of the influence of the society around them. According to John Rawls' social contract theory, there is no such thing as single human nature. Everyone is influenced by their surroundings, meaning many of these under 18s might only be influenced by their parents and not the internet. I, like Rawls, also believe that many people are generally altruistic. So if something has caused them so much pain to murder someone, then someone or something big must have influenced them or changed their view. Something much more important than just a simple violent game. Also, you would realize that with more of these violent attacks, it also teaches others to be more aware of their surroundings and self-protection. These games can also help us understand what it is like to be in a war zone and make us pay more respect to the soldiers. And although these violent cases have increased, there are still many more people around the world that play this sort of games, many of which are knowledgeable enough to know what is good for them and what isn't.
On the contrary, I think that humans are mainly egoistic. Take Thomas Hobbes' theory as an example. He believed that everything humans did were out of self-interest, meaning that they are naturally selfish. So if people were asked to look after themselves, everyone would want the best for themselves, and there would possibly be war. Relating this to the issue with the internet, everyone wants to protect themselves, so they might end up buying more violent products to protect themselves, and as a chain reaction happens, there will be more shootings happening in the world, and humans' first instincts might be to murder even when they are in the slightest bit of trouble.
Well, I think that's a quite negative way to look at the world. Don't you want more people in the world to be happy?
Yeah.
Then we should look at things the utilitarian side. Utilitarianism is when we look at the solution that makes most people happy. I think that with the internet more free, people would have a much bigger variety on what they would like to see and do.
Actually, I heard recently about the incredible rates of drug use. Most people already start doing drugs when they're teenagers. Overall, there are about 7,800 new users every day around the world, and over half, 51.4% of the users are aged 18 or below. They were probably influenced by their friends, who were influenced by their friends, and this can't be a positive thing. This is what happens when you let the internet be too free. Everyone gets a bigger opportunity at trying these things, even when they shouldn't. Also, there are people on the internet talking together who hardly even know each other. Don't you think that's a bit dangerous?
However, if that is what a person wants to do with their life, then you should just let them. A libertarian would say that we should be less controlled by the internet and government. If you want to be able to use the internet to do this kind of stuff, then you should be allowed to. After all, you should be able to do what you want with your life and control it yourself.
As much as you have the right to control your life, the law is above all, and breaking laws is completely unacceptable under any circumstance. And this should be a view that is absolute. The law is there for a reason and has been adjusted to a certain point where people are free to do what they want, but can't harm others while doing so. The law is not a relative thing, as it doesn't adjust to people depending on their race, age, or religion. And currently, the law is being broken much more, which shouldn't be happening. Now, do you think the internet is as good as it is, or do you think it should be more controlled so people don't do this stuff?
Well, yes, I guess so. Maybe you're right. We would all be safer that way, and all of us, especially parents, would have much less to worry about.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Anyway, it was great talking to you. Okay, moving on. How about we watch a spectacular movie together on Friday?
Sure, I'll see you there.